Good morning, Grizz here. Welcome to day 84 of Getting Healthy. Um, I'm I'm still seeing results with looser fitting clothes, face slimming down. So these Euphoria products are working. So they're curbing my hunger. They're doing quite a bit. They're helping me eat less, which is nice. Uh, the new meds you put me on gives me dry cough. Sorry, guys. Um, but overall, I'm starting to feel better. I'm starting to lose the weight. I think it'll continue to come on. And the biggest thing is the lack of cravings. I've had so many years where I just crave something and it was hard to resist it. And my cravings are almost completely gone with this. So I have to say that no complaints there. Now, one of the things I want to talk about today is allowing people to pressure you into doing things you don't want to do. I'm very guilty of that because I feel like, I either owe them or make them happy. They're good people and blah, blah, blah. So I want to do something to help. Well, you have to be very careful with that because a lot of times that's exactly what they want. They want you to do stuff for them. So you have to, I'm learning. Okay, I haven't given it a blood pressure. Just took my meds literally right before I started this. Um, Sorry about that. I had to change the batteries. Um, One of the things I do, or used to do, was allow people to pressure me into doing something that I'm good at, but the only person that gets the benefit is the person that pressured me into it. Um, it's not totally wrong, but it's something you don't want to do. You know that it's just not what you want, but you still allow it to happen. We've talked about choices and stuff. That's an unhealthy relationship. It's an unhealthy thing to do for you and for them. It's unfair to both parties. So you have to be really careful about those things. I was a little high today, 161 over 120 and 101. So that happens. But we just have to start recognizing and learning to say no and be okay with saying no and understand that that doesn't mean you hate the person, doesn't mean that they're going to hate you back. It just means that you can't give the commitment to that it deserves, and you're better off saying no for both parties involved. This is something that causes undue stress. It causes taking care of a relationship, and it's also part of being a healthy person. You have to know your limits, and you have to be true to what you're going to do for everyone involved, you and your friend or your spouse or your children, whoever the case may be. So yes, if you commit to it and it's something you wish to do, do it. But if you can commit to it, but it's not something you really want to do, you should reassess that. And in all fairness to everybody involved, including yourself, you should say something. That's a much more healthy attitude about it. Now, I'm very, very guilty of agreeing to do things I don't want to do. Just because I think that's what people want. And they're good people and I want to help out, like me, et cetera, et cetera. But that's not necessarily the wisest thing to do. So when you're agreeing to something, or you agree to it, you might want to think about what you're doing, whether it's something you want to do, whether you can really truly stay committed to it or not. And for the mental health for everybody involved, if it's not something you could do, you should say no. This is my opinion, strictly my opinion, but it's something I've had to learn to do this last year and a half or so. So think about it. Think about, and it's unhealthy. You know, this is health is more than just what you put into your mouth, what you put into your mind. And when you do something like that, you're putting a negative in your mind, and negative causes more. That's been proven over and over and over again. Negative causes more, causes more issues. I was watching a video the other day, and the person said something very profound. He said that one of the things, the thing that really sets humans apart from animals is our imagination. We can imagine things that cause us fear, and it causes a unnecessary fear sometimes, and then unnecessary negative, because we can imagine things. It can be used for good or for bad. And the fact that we can imagine it, we should sit back and go, okay, if I do this, imagine yourself doing this. Is it going to end up being healthy for everyone involved, or is it going to end up being toxic in some fashion? And if the answer is toxic, then no. And that's something I've had to learn, and I'm still learning. And part of the reason why I talk about it is because it's helpful for me as well as it may be for you. On that note, thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for tuning in for 84 days. It's wonderful. Have a great day. GRIZZ out.